Alright guys, I hope you're all doing really well. You've got Mr. Everything English here, and today's video is going to be an interesting video. I just got off the phone to my friend in AQA and he's just told me what is coming up in next week's exam. Just like he did for the Macbeth exam. No, I'm joking. Guys, I've got no mole in AQA. These predictions that I make, guys, they're based upon educated guesses. What I do is this. I sit and I go through the papers for the last 2 years. Now the reason I go through the papers for the last 2 years is because your GCSE has only been around for 2 years. So I get a lot of people messaging me saying in 2013 this came up, in 2015 this came up. It doesn't matter. That was a different GCSE. Your GCSE has been 2017, 2018 and you are 2019. So I sit and I look at the two papers. Then I look at the question and the extract, because they give you a big clue on who may and may not come up. For example, in the first year of the Macbeth exam, the question was ambition, but the extract was Lady Macbeth. So that for me took out Lady Macbeth and it took out ambition for this year. And I did the same thing in paper 2 for last year, and that's how I came to the conclusion that you guys may be getting Macbeth. Now for me to try my best to predict what may come up in your exam on Thursday, I literally had to sit and go through all of the past papers and all the questions for the last 2 years. So guys, I want you to see what those questions are, or what those questions were. So without further ado, these were the questions that came up for the past 2 years. Now that we've been over these past papers, you can see that for poetry, you've had a question. So when it comes to the power and conflict poetry, you've had a question on war because you had bayonet charge, and you've had a question on identity, on character, because you've had Ozymandias. Now, there are two other sections of poetry that are left. You've got nature and you've got inner conflict. Nature are poems like Prelude, Tissues, Storm on the Island, Exposure. Inner conflict are poems like War Photographer, Remains, Kamikaze, and so on. Now a lot of people are saying to me, I really hope it's not a nature poem. I really hope that we get a poem that's short and easy. But you know what guys and girls, do not worry about that. Honestly, based on my experience, the longer the poem, the more meatier. The more meatier it is, the more you can pull out of it. Meaning the more points you can make, the more you can write about. For example, last year Ozymandias came up and everyone was loving it. Everyone was so happy that yes, we've got Ozymandias. But it's such a short poem that after 2 or 3 points, people run out of things to say. Therefore, when I'm predicting poetry guys, I think your poem this year will come from either nature or inner conflict, meaning it will be either Tissues, Storm on the Island, Exposure, what else is nature? Prelude, and then you've got Kamikaze, War Photographer, London, Remains. Now, that being said, that's my prediction. That doesn't mean you don't revise the other poems. This is what I want you all to do. I want all of you to revise 2 poems from each section. So 2 from nature, 2 from war, 2 from inner conflict, and 2 from war. So whatever comes up on the day, you simply compare that with one of the 8 that you've learnt. I hope that makes sense. So you're learning 8, not 15. My prediction is that you will get a nature or an inner conflict poem. For some reason, I think it'll be nature more than inner conflict, only because they're the longer poems. And for the past 2 years, you've had quite a short poem. But that being said, you want to cover all the bases. So please listen and watch. So guys, please listen and watch. Please sit and revise the 2 from nature, 2 from inner conflict, 2 from war, and 2 from character. Now that is my prediction. Please watch my previous videos. I've got a live stream that I've uploaded on this page where I cover 5 of the power and conflict poems. I've got a video coming out either Sunday or Monday where I cover Tissues, the poem. I've got content on my Instagram where I go through a lot of the poems. So there's loads of stuff out there already for you, and there's more coming. Guys, that's my prediction for the poetry. I hope that helps. Remember, it's just a prediction. Don't kill me if it doesn't come up. Yeah, don't destroy me. So bear that in mind. Guys, as always, I will end the video here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the messages. I'm chuffed that you guys are benefiting from my channel and from my Instagram page. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please subscribe. As always, it's been Mr. Everything English. Thank you for watching. Peace.